Hey guys, it's Nextro. About a year ago, I made a video ranking the summer wave of 2021 Marvel sets. In this video, I will be ranking all of the 2022 Marvel sets. The ranking will be based on my personal opinion of the sets and whether or not I actually like them. So without further ado, let's get into the lowest ranked set of 2022. In 23rd place, we have the Attack on New Asgard. Honestly, this set is just awful. I haven't seen War and Thunder, but I'm 98.9% sure that nothing close to this appears in the movie. The set is also just a terrible value, especially compared to the other Thor and Thunder sets, which we will get to later. $30 plus for this pile of trash makes this, in my opinion, the worst Marvel set of 2022. I'll give the set a 1 out of 10. In 22nd place, we have the Infinity Saga Endgame Battle Accessory Pack. There's not a lot to say about this set, as it's just 5 technically minifigures and a small build. The figures all come in different sets, so it's not really special. Overall, it's just not very significant amount amongst all the other fantastic sets for this year. I'll give this set a 1.5 out of 10. In 21st place is Cherry's Lab. The set is a 4+ set, so I'm obviously not the target audience, which would in turn make me think less of the set. It's exactly what happened, as I don't really like this set. The build is meh, but it does have an exclusive Black Panther minifigure, which is cool. And the Cherry minifigure is included in the set, is in a $30 set, so that's alright in terms of minifigures. But combined with the simplistic build, it's just not for me. This set is getting a 1.8 out of 10. In 20th place, we have the buildable Iron Man figure. If you're a fan, you know that I made an entire video complaining about this set. I do not like this set. So much so that I bought it, took it apart, then rebuilt it into a better version. Go to the video to learn more. To sum it up, it's just a weird concept that was executed poorly. I'm giving this set a 2 out of 10 just because I dislike the previous sets even more. In 19th place, it's the Iron Man mech. We got an Iron Man mech in this style in 2020, and this set is basically just a recolor, with a few minor changes. But it's not terrible. The minifigure is interesting, but I'm personally not interested in it. Overall, I give this set a 2.3 out of 10. In 18th place, we have the Black Panther mech. This set, unlike the Iron Man mech, is the first Black Panther mech we've gotten, and has a very interesting design. The transparent blue cover on the front is a great example of this, and I guess it's supposed to be some kind of control panel, which makes sense for Black Panther, I guess. I also like the claws. It helps sell the deal that this is a Black Panther mech. My only problem with the set is the structure. It's just too lanky and skinny, and definitely could have benefited from a different body style. I'm giving the set a 2.6 out of 10. In 17th place, we have the buildable Venom set. This set is a bit of a mixed bag. There are some things that I like about it, like the way the torso and head are designed. There are also things that just don't work, like the legs and arms. They're just too skinny to pass as Venom. Whatever version of Venom you look at, is this giant muscular dude, and this buildable figure does not capture that likeness. Again, I think there are parts of the set the designers nailed, but they failed the quite literal support of the set. I'll give this set a 3 out of 10. In 16th place, we have the buildable Spider-Man figure. I think that this is a great set, and possibly the best Marvel buildable figure yet. The thin legs they've been using for the other figures really works for Spider-Man, as he has a more lean build than an alien parasite in a suit of armor. The entire body is built well, the arms and legs are tiled off, which makes it look a lot better. I don't like it more than all the other sets on this list, but it's still a good set by itself. I'll give this a good 4.2 out of 10. In 15th place, we have the Miles Morales buildable figure. I like the set the same as the previous, and I have the same opinions on the set as the previous. They're basically the same set as far as I'm concerned. I'm giving the set the same rating as the last, 4.2 out of 10. In 14th place, it's the Guardians of the Galaxy Advent Calendar. I've never bought an Advent Calendar, and I don't ever intend to, but if I was into Advent Calendars, I would definitely buy this set. Although most of the figures are reused and the Christmas prints aren't really my thing, the builds definitely make up for it. I just love how the designers were able to make small, very small, scale versions of the ships from the movies, and still get so much across. The made-figure scale builds, if you can call them that, are also pretty good, especially the Thanos Snowman. I like that one. That's probably my favorite build of the set. I'll give the set a 5 out of 10. In 13th place, it's the Iron Man Armory set. Just like the buildable Iron Man set, I made a video explaining why I don't like it, so I won't go into too much detail. But basically, I don't like the set because they redesigned the already good build for the armory slots, and the one in the set not only doesn't fit with the other armories, but it just looks bad. It doesn't look good. Other than that, the new figures are pretty good, especially the Whiplash, which people have been asking for years. I'm giving this set a 5.2 out of 10. In 12th place, we have the I Am Groot set. I have zero interest in the set. I think the set's fine, it's definitely well designed. It's just not that interesting to me. I'm giving this set a 5.6 out of 10. In 11th place, we have the Garganto Showdown set. Again, like the I Am Groot said, the build is good, just a little uninteresting. It's also a bit hard to display 12 protruding tentacles on a shelf full of other LEGO sets, but that's just my experience. The best part of this set is definitely the minifigures. I love the Doctor Strange minifigure, although the cape is a bit, well, strange. The Wong figure is nice too, and although the America Chavez figure could have been a little bit better, I still like it, especially for the detailed torso print. I'm giving this set a 6.1 out of 10. Here we go, the top 10 Marvel sets of 2022. In 10th place, we have the Black Panther War on Water set. Although this set isn't very interesting, and it's not 100% accurate to the movie, excluding it being scaled down, the figures are great, and you can almost never go wrong with that. It's sad that Shuri and M'Baku don't have leg printing, and that all the figures don't have arm printing. That would definitely make the set a lot better. Also, looking at the box, the set feels really empty. 5 figures in this 10-inch long playset didn't feel balanced. A few more figures could have been nice, especially for the $90 price. I give the set a 6.6 out of 10. In 9th place, we have the UCA's Hulkbuster. Okay, like the Iron Man armory and the buildable Iron Man figure, I made a video on this set. The things I don't like about this set are the price, the scale, some of the design decisions and features, and the minifigures. But what do I like about this set? Well, I think the torso and legs are built fairly well. I'm not sure if that contradicts what I said in my other video, but whatever. I think the box pictures don't do the set justice compared to the real life images. In the box pictures, it looks really lanky and long, but in the real life pictures, it looks shorter but wider. I must just be pulling things out of thin air in an attempt to justify my ranking since I created this list about 3 months ago. What do I know, huh? I'll give the set a 6.9 out of 10. In 8th place is the Wolverine mech. Now, I'm not that into Marvel mechs, but I did get this one. Not only is the build actually interesting, as a long blade piece for the claws, and the brick-built shoulder pads definitely make the set stand out amongst all the other mechs, but this is the first X-Men figure in years, which is great. I'll give this set a 7.2 out of 10. In 7th place, we have the Thor Love and Blunder GoPro set. This set is fantastic, especially compared to the other set. The design is just so good. It's so small and compact, yet it was able to get so much shape and detail into it. The figures are also pretty good, nothing exceptional, but still good. I give this set a 7.7 out of 10. In 6th place, we have Shuri Sunbird. This set is amazing, not only for the design, but also for the figures. The build really feels so complete, and most sets, at Marvel at least, can't really achieve that feeling. The tiled off top, sides, and on those back panels really help the set not only work well as a playset, but also as a display set. Although I don't plan to buy this set, it would definitely be a good addition to my collection. I'll give this one an 8.2 out of 10. In 5th place, we have the Black Panther bust. Despite the many problems with this set, like the gaps in the build and the lack of minifigures, the bust itself looks good. I wouldn't personally buy this set, not because it looks bad, it looks fantastic. It definitely could have been improved by a minifigure or two, but it's fine without any. I'll give this set an 8.5 out of 10. In 4th place, we have the Thor's Hammer set. I really like this set, and it's a nice breath of fresh air from all the mechs and vehicles. The concept of a life-size little Mjolnir has always been in the back of my head, and for it to be an actual set is really cool. I'm giving this set an 8.8 out of 10. In 3rd place, we have the King Namor's Throne Room set. I recently built this set, and may I say, it is fantastic. The figures, specifically Shuri and Atuma, could have been better, but the Namor figure is perfect, especially the side leg printing, which is a treat. Turning our attention to the builds, they're very accurate and very well built, the throne room especially. The submarine is also built well, though in the picture it looks smaller than it actually is, but that could just be me. Great set overall, I gave this a 9.2 out of 10. In 2nd place, it's the Nano Gauntlet. Now the Infinity Gauntlet set was pretty good, but this set is just better. Although the original set is tiled off and smooth, this one just feels more sleek. I also think the silver, red, and gold makes the set stand out more than the original's gold and light brown. I don't have plans to buy this set, but if I hadn't got the Infinity Gauntlet, this set would definitely be on my set priority list. I'll give this set a good 9.5 out of 10. Finally, the best Marvel set of 2022 is the Sanctum Sanctorum Modular. Compared to all the other sets this year, we really had some bad sets. This set is very accurate to all the MCU appearances of the Sanctum, and all the references enhance that cohesion. The design of the set's exterior and interior are packed with references, which I stated before, but they don't overpower the set, visually and physically. Both fans of the MCU and general fans of Marvel can enjoy the set as the interior and exterior are open, allowing both groups to display their minifigures, but detailed so the dedicated MCU fans can have an MCU-centric set. I'm giving this set a 9.8 out of 10. Well, there you have it. That's my ranking of all the Marvel sets released in 2022. What do you think of my list? Let me know in the comments, though I bet like one person has made it this far anyway. But other than that, that's all. Bye.